Okay. All right, so I'm just going to do a very quick recap for factorization. Okay, before you all left for the holidays, this is what we did. Okay, let me draw this lower. Okay. Okay, so if I tell you that the area of these two plots of land, one is 2A, one is 4AC, okay, we look at the numbers and then we find the highest common factor. So 2, we have 2 goes to 1 times 2, and then 4, we have 1 times 4, 2 times 2. Okay, so here clearly the highest common factor is 2. Okay, so we put the 2 over here. Okay, and we determine what is on the upper side. So this one will be 2A divided by 2, you get A. Here will be 4 divided by 2, you get 2. And then here you have AC, so you put AC. Okay, but of course that is not all, because you realize that you have a common letter. So if we take that away, okay, you put the A here instead. So here you are left with 2A divided by 2A, which is 1. Here is 4AC divided by 2A. Here you get 2C. So in algebra form, what does this mean? It means that if this is the question, my final answer will be 2A bracket 1 plus 2C. Okay, so that is the basic part. Okay. Here now we have the 3.4 part, which is something a little bit more complicated. Okay, so for example, now if I give you that the area is this, okay, then how do we do this? Okay, now it won't be 2 plots of land, but now you have 4. Okay, so the question is, where do I put this? Okay, so if you recall, the first term, okay, and the last term, okay, goes inside here. Okay, it's a positive 12. Okay, so here I have positive 12. Okay, and then I need to consider its factors. So I have 1 times 12. I have 2 times 6. I have 3 times 4. Okay, and that's probably it. Okay, then you realize if I use positive factors, I will never be able to get a negative here, because the sum of these two squares should give me negative 7x. Okay, so that means I must consider the negative factors as well. Okay, let me just do this. Okay, so positive 12 is also negative 1 times negative 12. It is also negative 2 times negative 6. And it's also negative 3 times negative 4. So if you were to observe all these different possibilities, which one, when I add the two numbers together, will give me negative 7x? Okay, so if you go through here, 1 and 12, nah, I don't think so. 2 and 6, nope. 3 and 4, it does give me a 7, but I want a negative 7. So this is also out. Okay, negative 1, negative 12. When I add them together, I don't get negative 7, so I cancel. This one I also cancel. Okay, so that means I'm left with this, and that's where we try. Okay, so let me get back to this. So I will use negative 3, negative 4. Oh. No, I shouldn't have written it here. What do I do now? Okay, I missed a step. Okay, here you have x squared. X squared is actually x times x. And then this is where you trial and error. Okay, so you put your negative 3, negative 4 here. Okay, let's see whether it works. Negative 3 times x, you have negative 3x. Negative 4 times x, you have negative 4x. Okay, so if you add up these two numbers, okay, negative 4x plus negative 3x you have negative 7x. Okay, so that is exactly what I want. Okay, so where do I find my answers? My answers will be from here and here. Okay, so here and here, which means my final answer will be written as x minus 3, x minus 4. So this is the recap for today's lesson. Okay, let me pause. No clothes outside. Phew.